Let's load back into the game now. Got everything restarted. I should say earlier today when I first tried to load this, I ran into an interesting issue. I don't have any footage of it, but basically it sat at this screen, but the respawn screen showed up on the right, and I could press escape and all my menu screen options would show up as if I was actually in game. But I couldn't see anything, which was just brilliant. Of course, I restarted the game and reloaded the file and it worked, but hey, it was a bit odd. Alrighty, looks like the game's about to be fully loaded. The spinny thing has vanished. Hey, and there we go, we're back in. Oh, and it's really laggedy. But anyway, our ship's up here. That must mean everything is pretty much set up already, right? Alright, yes, very good. Alright, let's fly ourselves down there and try this whole cannon thing again. And in fact, what we're going to do is, game fully loaded there and we sped up all of a sudden. But what we're going to try to do is hop into this. Let's do our G here, a gyroscope. Right. These aren't color-coded, so we are going to go ahead to here, gyroscope, and then this will be beam turret gyroscope, and we'll do a control-shift, left arrow, select that. Let's do a cockpit. Grab our cockpit here. Go ahead and place in the name right there. Do the same with our rotors. There we are. Reset our rotors. Set them at 1400 this time, and let's shut those off once again. Let's do a quick save, because everything should be in place now, pretty much. Coolio. We are now able to aim pretty much straight down, so we should be able to rotate ourselves about and get to that yummy, yummy uranium. A little bit wobbly, but there we are. We're pretty much lined up on it. Coolio. Let's do one more quick save right there, since we are pretty much lined up on it. We still need to up the braking force on that one rotor, though, because it keeps aiming us back down. Oh my god, it's like being in a swing upside down. I feel sick. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm panicking. Oh, I feel sick. Alright, let's up you to, let's say, 2400. How about that? Is that better? So now we can aim down, and are you actually going to hold us in place? No, you're not. Well, gosh darn it, it keeps swinging itself back, and I don't know which one's which. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do a little danger here. Alright, still keeps spinning, so we got lucky there. And this will allow me to figure out which one of these things is the problem maker, because of course we don't want to be tweaking both of them. So this is the second one. Advanced Rotor 2, the horizontal, well, technically it's vertical aiming one. So let's go ahead and take your braking force and up you to 1400. There we go. Wait, no, that's not 1400, it's 14,000. 1400 to be 1400. Alrighty, with that done, it still isn't holding us, but it is unwelded. So let's go ahead and weld it back up. Quite the interesting sight to see right there, eh? There we go. So maybe now it'll actually have that braking force, even though it's swinging back down, which makes me believe it does not. Interesting. Anyway, let's go ahead and give me a second to try to figure this out. You know what would be really useful for this? A braking force on and off. Basically braking on and off. I guess I can just toggle this guy on and off, so when it's off, we should have free roam, and when it's on, or other way around, when it's on, I can move. When it's off, it locks us in place. That does indeed work, so we'll set that up real quick for both those. And now I've upped the braking force on both of them to a pretty high amount, so I can turn them both on and aim us wherever we want to be aimed, so like right there. Turn them both off, and the braking force takes over so they don't want to move anymore. We'll even go ahead and find that gyroscope. There we go. And set you to be turned on and off, so we can even shut it off right there as well. Coolio. Save, because of course we had that crash last time. Let's go ahead and find our beam. We have two of them once again. And let's just do toggle block on and off to that and press our number 4 button. It's working. It would appear to be working, and we appear to be on target. Wowzers, we are so far having a success here from our finicky random oddity that we've set up here, which is pretty good, because basically it's, oh, yep, power's low, 14 minutes. Well, hopefully, boss, if we can hit a uranium vein, we should be golden, which looks like we actually just went through a uranium thing. So, let's go ahead and press our number 4 button, press our number 3 button, and go back into first person, because I'm no way in hell going to be able to aim that thing from third person. Turn those two off, and we should be able to aim it again up a little bit, lock them again, and let's fire the beam again. Yes. This This should be successful now. Look at that. Look! We've actually pulled in so much uranium! I didn't think it would succeed. I really didn't think it would succeed. I think we just had a ship fuel warning, actually. Let's stop using that, okay? Yeah, whatever. Let's go ahead and... This is in our cockpit. Oh no, it's picking up stone. Motherfunker! I hope we didn't waste any uranium. Like, an inventory got full anywhere. Let's go ahead to our TIM system. TIM timer. Yes, TIM timer block. Let's go ahead and say, oh no, you're still doing it, so you should be doing your job. Let's go ahead and spectator our arse all the way up to the top then. And... Ah! Ah! Not good! Not good! Not good, not good, not good! GG. Oh great, it throws it out when we don't have any stone left to throw. Gosh darn it. Look at all the stone everywhere though, eh? I'm a little stone on the moon, bouncing about. I'm a little stone on the moon, bouncing about. Oh my god. Oh dear god. I thought I left those off. I honestly thought I left those off so they'd collect stuff but not throw it out, but apparently not. Apparently not. I think we got lucky though. The moon's gravity's so low it didn't do any notable damage to any of our systems as it was throwing stuff out. Yeah, that's quite a bit of it. Imagine if we had like 5,000 floating objects instead of just like a couple hundred. Look how far some of these got too. It's like almost a kilometer away. And they're not even stopping. These are gonna hit the ground and bounce again, I think. Okay, keep rolling. Yeah, that bounced. Look at that go. Righty ho ho. So yeah, that's something a bit different, eh? Alright, shall we go ahead and check our inventory here? See if we have any stone. We do not. Good. Let's go ahead and refocus our beam. In fact, we can select our beam here, and we can tell it, I believe, to not collect stone. I can also change the colors, because I felt like changing the gosh darn colors to a sort of bluish teal, if I can remember how. There we go. Took me a second there. I was like, no, it shouldn't be more red. That's silly. Anyway, let's go ahead. And with that set, I don't even have ownership of this thing. Yeah. Let's turn this option off right there. Couldn't find it for a second. Just went completely blind. Alright, back to here. Turn those two back on. Allow us aim a little bit more. And lock again. Fire away. Okay, well, some of the it's still pulling up some stuff from there, I'm guessing. I wonder if it's still pulling up stuff previously. Is it going to be throwing out a little bit more stone? Nope, doesn't look like it. Well, if we're not pulling up any more stone, let's go ahead and select our GGs, our gravity generators, and shut them back off. Let's also go to our G menu standard here and select GG. And I think we can take the group and just tell them toggle block on and off for a number 5 button too. So if we ever want to gather stuff elsewhere. Alrighty, I think that's probably far enough mined down. In fact, what we could do with the beam here, because we know it's like roughly 70 meters away, is we'll set our maximum distance on the beam to be 200, so we know we're not mining farther than we need to ever. Alrighty, let's also check the beam and drill here. And yep, beam drill's got nothing in it. Let's actually just shift that so it'll be shifted elsewhere. Let's check our refineries, and they are indeed all churning out a ton of uranium. And you know what, honestly, we're going to do G again. We're going to do beam again. We're going to right click on you in fear of crashing, but we're going to say our stone on and off so we can actually turn that on. Because you know what I want to do right now? I just want to see some stuff go flying. That's what I want to see. Oh, did I see some? Yep, there it is. And ready, steady, and number 5. Woohoo! Every now and again you just need to have a little bit of fun, don't you? Just toss the stones out into the abyss. Surprised at how long these are actually... That's not a good thing. Okay. Let's shut that off, huh? Let's shut that off too. Stop collecting stone. Let's shut that off as well. Alright, no fuel. That's not ideal. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, pulled it. Cool. Okay, so refineries, they're all cooking out. Let's go to our reactor. Yeah, it's got a little bit in it, so... our gravity generators plus...
You done fucked up now!
Plus the beam drill were a bit much. Let's go ahead and hit a number... I don't have it on here. We need to do stone. And these should be A and B. Fire stone collectors. And we need to go ahead and say throw out on and off, and we'll do number 7, so we'll stop throwing stuff off. They'll hold it all, they just won't throw it out anymore. Coolio. I hope that didn't damage anything. Oh my god, it damaged a lot of stuff. I'm an idiot. Scheiße. See, it didn't damage anything at first. It didn't damage this side, so I thought, oh no, it's a harm. Let's have a little fun. Not thinking. I bet what happened is the stones were falling, spherical gravity generators turned on, so it propelled the stone down this way faster. Yeah, my solution was also my own downfall. Cool. Yeah, we're not living with that. Alrighty, guys and gals, we're back, and I've gone ahead and done one little mining shot really quickly. I'll listen to some fantastical pogo nonsense. Ooh, wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly. Why are you so wobbly? You weren't so wobbly before. Anyway, let's line ourselves up there, turn those off, and fire the beam again. Way it should go, way it'll get us more uranium. This time I've also shut off the stone gathering, and I should probably go ahead and just double check to make sure our gravity generators are indeed shut off, and they are. I'm also just going to really quickly go ahead and check. I did reset the beam already, so its distance and light and everything is different, or is different, I think. Is that correct? I don't know. And I'm still spacing out pretty badly right now, actually. Let's shut that down again. Our power levels are spiking a bit. Yes, life support and all that fun stuff. Let's go ahead and just keep on blasting away at this stuff until we can gather most of it. Let's even go ahead this time and spectator ourselves down there once more. And I just remembered it was the stone things we were going to look for. So stone... connectors, yes, and we're going to go ahead and make sure they're set to not throw everything out. So even if we do collect stone, they're not just going to toss it out. There you go, you can see where we're mining way farther than we need to. We can even do our cheatsy doodle thing here, but it should only ever go out to about 300, which is pretty good. Oh, also it looks like it's now saying distance from the camera, which was it doing that before? I don't think it was. Anyway, pretty nifty. Alright, let's shut that off again. Once again, we will reposition the beam. In fact, we could leave the beam on, turn those on, and attempt to do an F9 and reposition the beam. That's too far up. That's... Oh, I don't know. Please. That was scary. I just saw the beam go up the wall. It's like, okay, are we about to die here? Let's shut all this stuff off here. But we need to go ahead and let our refineries have a little bit of time to actually cook through some of this stuff. And of course we need to reset our TIM system. TIM timer. Timer. I think somebody suggested just putting a little like trigger now on one of our hotbars to just start it back up. But whatever. Either way, it is running now. It should be sorting everything into our refineries and cooking. So yeah, overall we've had a successful day, I would say. Wouldn't you? Yes, refineries are indeed doing their job. Oh, that's a relief to see. That is a relief to see. And then reactors. Now we're up to 10 in there almost already. Good. Well, we're still burning through the stuff pretty dang quickly with our Why? Oh, I know why. Oh, that's rather disappointing. It wasn't because of the stone. It was never because of the stone. It's because when we lost power, the connectors shut off. So it let go of the ship. The ship falls and hits this, takes out the big thing, and then falls down here. You know, it's like feels like a 5-minute wait time every time I have to reload this. Alrighty, well that wasn't too bad. It was only a minute and a half. Also, doesn't that look like they're already disconnected? Anyway, we know they aren't because we shut off our inertial dampeners when we first docked this thing up, which has been what's been biting us in the ass, really. Oh, suddenly we're able to float, huh? Let's go ahead and unlock, and get ourselves out of here. Well, let's go land this ship somewhere where hopefully it won't run out of power in 2 seconds. Da-da-da. There we go, all done there. Let's move on up here. Alrighty, and I think we've got everything sorted this time for real, so let's turn our beam on. We might actually run into a spot of bother here, because of course we have moved the flying sausage, so we can't count on its batteries or its reactor. but I think we should be all right. Ship fuel is low. 15 minutes, 14 minutes. I don't think we used up 14 minutes of power last time. In fact, I'm not sure this thing knows how to calculate minutes, because that thing is dropping a bit quicker than... what the hell, eh? Well, I should actually take into account the fact that our refineries are probably kicking online, so they're probably using up power they might not have been using before. Then again, actually, I'm pretty sure they were using that power before. Anyway, we have indeed mined some uranium, so let's go ahead and check our TIM system. TIM timer. I really only need to type in the word timer, and it is indeed running. So we'll go ahead and check our refineries. Let's just move that out of there. Refineries. Oh, they're still doing other things. That's rather unfortunate. Let's just hope, and that does defeat our whole idea of maybe they're busy doing other things. But anyway, let's turn that on, aim ourselves up a little bit to there, and blast away once more into the ground to gather up some more uranium. And hopefully it'll be enough to actually get things up and running. No, we actually missed a little tiny bit there in the middle. In fact, it looks like we're almost moving our... Are we? Did I forget to lock something? Everything should be locked. Odd. Well, there we go. We should have definitely mined up some uranium now. Alrighty, let's go ahead and shut that thing off again, as our timer in the bottom right still continues to drop a little bit oddly, or at least I think it did. Shut that off. Check our stuff now. So, once again, get that out of there. We now have about 50... Why do you keep putting it into the cockpit? I hate that so very much, that the cockpit seems to think it should have priority. Alright, well, apparently it doesn't work. It looks like cockpits are just a piece of flying phlegm that you can't have sorting systems pull from, which sort of makes sense because, of course, you need them for building systems, but it does mean we do get that annoying amount of uranium sorting itself into it for no reason. Anyway, you can see now our uranium's been sorted out between all of our reactors, and while I've been waffling along and getting lost in UIs, it's been doing its job. So hopefully, yep, you can see our reactor is up to 5. So now we can go ahead and just keep mining. And of course, we have made the system a little bit smarter in the fact that it shouldn't be coming into any serious issues here, where we're going to have stuff falling out of the sky and destroying all of our equipment. In fact, we can even zoom out just to make sure everything is still in one piece. Yes, everything looks good. The flying sausage is still comfortably parked in a shadow. Woo! Great success. And a crazy thing we can do with this turret also is, once we've mined up some more uranium and gotten ourselves a decent stockpile, we can also go ahead and just aim it up at the ice shelves and blast away at that, in theory. Now, can I zoom in with this? I can't. We should stick a camera on the front of this. Can we actually do that? Well, oddly enough, it says we can actually stick a camera right here in the middle of the beam. So I'm going to do that real quick, just see if the game lets us. It appears to be letting us. I think what I'm going to do is quick save right now, just in case this decides to blow up, because I half expect it to, but why would they have the build area there? I don't know. So let's go ahead, click on U, select our camera that we just put in, U, view, number 7 key's a bit of a reach, but there we go. So now we can zoom in and see that, well, that's not exactly the spot we want to be hitting. That spot right there, though, looks about right. Let's go ahead and fire the beam, and it didn't blow up. It actually did work. It's a confusing and frack shot. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Okay. Yep, that's kind of mesmerizing. Actually, I did legitimately zone out there. Of course, today's been a day of zoning out. But anyway, there you go. You can see now we have a full system to go ahead and be mining up whatever we please. It's a little bit finicky when turning, but point is, it's working. So we can go ahead and line ourselves up, mine away, and gather 1,000,001 things. And still, sorting stuff into the cockpit, very, very annoying. But you can see our reactor is indeed building itself up a little bit of uranium there. Unfortunately, it looks like it might be dropping currently faster than it's building, but we do have an awful lot apparently piling up all over the place because it's even in the wrong spots. In fact, uranium ore. We can go ahead and just look for that. And you can see we have at least 2,000 in each of our refineries, as well as that 10,000 we just found a second ago, sitting about doing diddly squat. Yeah, there we go, and 8,000 right there. So fair amount of that. Let's shut that off and realign. Okie dokie, well this is where, like I said earlier, I would probably cut to SageCam's footage just to go ahead and show you guys a bit of awesome laser blasting from afar, and this thing just, well, strategically blasting little bits into the ground, but unfortunately, as I've said a couple times now, well, SageCam sort of isn't going to function right now, as the current dev build is not very friendly with it. Did that beam really just miss that by like that tiniest little bit? That's quite impressive, honestly. Quite impressive. Anyway, guys and gals, there's a dev build at the bottom if you're curious. I'm going to go ahead and keep on mining out some of this uranium and maybe a few other little things here, and I think that'll be about it for today. Anyway, that's that. Thanks a bunch for watching, guys and gals. Hope you found this was an interesting episode. It certainly was a little bit interesting for me as I was a bit spaced out. Let's go ahead and just aim up a little bit more at one of those spots. Can I get into the angle I really want? It's a little bit confusing the way I've positioned this. Not exactly the best in the world. Yeah, but like I said, a bit of a befuddly day for me. Yeah, my brain's just been a bit befuddly. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. You probably didn't even know I started saying blah, blah, blahs. Anyway, that's that. Thanks so much for watching, guys and gals. Considering liking this if you liked it, disliking, and giving a reason if you disliked it. And, yeah, I shall see you guys and gals next time. Ta-ta. Shit feels always low. Stop complaining.